Welcome to the Two Girls and a Cup of Wellness podcast. I'm Marie. I'm a nurse practitioner committed to whole health care and helping my patients live vibrantly.
And I'm Chrissy, a yogi, breast cancer thriver, author of For the Love of Jugs, and guide for the mind, body, heart, soul healing. Together, we will empower you with integrative tools and real conversations. So grab your cup and dive into wellness with us. Hello, and welcome back for another Two Girls and a Cup of Wellness episode. My name is Chrissy.
And I'm Marie.
And we are so excited for another amazing conversation. So, Marie, what are we talking about today?
We are talking about a wonderful thing of New Year's resolutions.
I mean, when we're recording this, we're already towards the end of January, and Marie has some really amazing statistics and information about New Year's resolutions and the history and when people start to kind of drift off from their goals. And then we'll give lots of awesome tips and tools and suggestions to either get back on the wagon or just keep on going. So
Get back on the wagon.
get back on the
I love it.
wagon.
Okay, so interestingly enough, New Year's resolutions go back 4,000 years.
I was shocked by that.
I was impressed.
Yeah.
All the way back to the Babylonians,
Mm.
wherever they were. And they had this 12-day festival where they made promises to their gods and loyalties to their kings, and that's where the New Year's resolution came from. And we're practicing it since then. And interestingly enough, we do it in America, which is interesting, but only about 50% of Americans actually participate in New Year's resolutions. I was kind of surprised.
Yeah. Do you?
I do.
I don't actually.
Mhm.
I appreciate it, but I kind of do like everyday intentions and almost like everyday goals that to do it at the beginning of the year just doesn't, it feels too big for me. Cause sometimes I hear the
Yes.
word goal or challenge or this and I kind of like stray away from it, which is very interesting. So I kind of do it every day, but I know so many people that do it. And even when, obviously teaching at the yoga studio, we have a lot of people come in at the beginning of the year and they're gung
Gyms
ho.
are packed.
Exactly. They're doing all the things and it's amazing. But when is the timing that we start to see people fade away, phase off?
So, Quitter's Day is January 19th.
I didn't even know that that was really a thing.
That's a
Quitter's
real
Day.
thing.
That's a terrible name too.
It's terrible.
Quitter's Day.
It is terrible. And by the end of February, 80% of people have quit their New Year's resolution.
Wow.
I was pretty
Yeah,
shocked at that statistic. as well.
absolutely.
Mhm.
Absolutely. So, I find it interesting. First of all, like I said before, the Quitter's Day just seems very just mean.
Too soon. It's
Yeah.
mean. It's definitely too soon.
Definitely, for sure. So, what are some of the reasons why people just give up on themselves and give up on their goals, do you think?
Well, I think people set unrealistic goals. I was young. I was like, I'm going to be skinny. This is my New Year's resolution to lose all this weight and change my entire lifestyle. And that is not possible.
Yeah.
Many people who need to make a lot of changes will see those changes with short, small, measurable goals. For example, you want to eat clean and you want to eat all healthy. Are you going to go through your cabinets and throw everything away?
Mhm.
Or are you going to maybe your next purchases are going to be better?
Right.
Or maybe you just start reading labels. So just small, measurable goals are better. Another reason is support.
Yeah. Not having the community and
Mhm.
people kind of holding your hand and encouraging you and helping you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's huge. And I think support is really important in so
Mhm.
many things. I mean, even thinking about going through a cancer diagnosis or recovering from injury or something like that, support there also is really, really important. And it helps in the healing.
Absolutely.
It helps in the healing. But
That's what social network.
yeah, yeah. And,
Mhm.
coming back to the New Year's resolutions, I agree. I think they're super, they can be very helpful for people who are really wanting to make big changes. I believe that as a whole, everybody needs to ask themselves really why? Why are they wanting to change? So if they're wanting to lose weight, or if they're wanting to eat cleaner, if they're wanting to stop drinking, if they're wanting to get out and challenge themselves more and more, I think if we all kind of pause and really take a look into the why, I think that might help people more and more stay committed
Mhm.
to their goals.
I agree.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I would say if you are listening to this right now and you've set your goals and you're either starting to fall off or maybe you're not where you want to be, take a moment and just kind of maybe close your eyes, take a few deep breaths, maybe grab pen and paper, and really get honest with yourself. Go to that vulnerable place as to asking yourself, why do I feel the need I want to or need to make a change? And I think if it's coming from a place of truth and honesty and vulnerability, and you know it will be make your life better,
Mhm.
then you got to stick with it, right? But if it's coming from an ego based thing of, well, I want to have this, or I want to be skinny just to be skinny because everybody else around me is skinny,
Right.
or
Right.
if it's coming from more of fear or ego based, then your goals probably need to change.
Mhm.
They probably are not in alignment really with what you need right now.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So I would say just kind of really asking yourselves why. And then so a couple of things that I wanted to talk about this. So I know as the majority of the world loves to set their New Year's resolutions at the new year, right? What's interesting to me is from an Ayurvedic and Indian and traditional Chinese medicine world, we really are we're still in winter. Even though we're here, Marie and I are here down in Florida.
And it's winter.
It's very cold right now, which we're not used to. But um our in the winter we're still in hibernation mode.
Mhm.
We're still in where our bodies really still require rest and nourishment.
Mhm.
And to be just because it's a new year, a calendar year, we think that we got to change everything right away. But our bodies are still kind of like, well, wait a minute, it's cold. I want to rest. So for me, I kind of take a few moments and I fast forward to like springtime. Springtime, think about the leaves and the
The
flowers or
growth.
the growing, everything's coming back and being beautiful again. And um, the aliveness that happens in spring is really also we feel that in our bodies because we're a part of nature, right?
Mhm.
So if you're looking at this and you're like, I don't know why I can never hold on to my resolutions. I always just like, I don't want to get into it. Take a look at it and see maybe move it to springtime
Mhm.
and see if that makes it a little bit more obtainable to stay on track with your goals as well.
Yeah.
Just another thought, just kind
I
of
like it.
thinking outside of the box a little bit. Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
So,
Do you want to learn about habits
yes.
and change?
Yes. Oh my gosh. Oh, this is going to be good.
So there are simple habits. So you have simple things that you want to change, moderate, and extreme. So an extreme habit would be like smoking cigarettes. That is going to take a long time. Research shows 9 to plus months
Mm,
of making that change. A simple habit could be like something introducing water into your diet or to your day, right?
mhm.
So that's 21 days. And then adding exercise in, if that is your New Year's resolution, that's a 2 to 3 months of consistent change before it's a habit. So our brains are wired so perfectly to stay in their comfort zone. A long time ago, a speaker told me that think of your brain and the habit that you've created as a forest. And there's a beautiful path. So you walk that path every day and it's not overgrown and it's gorgeous, right? And now all of a sudden, you tell your brain, I'm going to take a left through the briars and the brushes and all that kind of stuff. And now you have to get a big old hatchet and you go chop it down. And you don't like it. It's not fun. And your brain doesn't like it. So, for example, I have a good friend, Jen. I know you're listening. She did something amazing this year. She stopped putting sugar in their coffee.
Oh, that's
That's
huge.
huge,
Sure.
right?
As somebody who has always put cream in her coffee and went black, I drink only black coffee now. I understand that.
Yeah,
It's
right?
huge.
It's a
Yes.
big thing. So she's
We
been drinking
celebrate
ice cream.
everything
Yeah.
here. I mean, no sugar and coffee. Woo woo.
That's huge. I mean, and one day I'll talk about sugar because it's
Yes.
terrible. But taking that out, I can't even do the math. But what do you think a teaspoon of sugar is every day for a year for 30 years?
Yeah.
It's not a lot of sugar, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So when you're going down that path of least resistance, your brain wants you to go down the beautiful path that you've been traveling. And it's going to take you a long time to clear that out and to continuously
Mm.
be able to go down that, right? And guess what? That other path takes a long time to overgrow because you
Mm.
kind of want to just go back, right?
Yeah.
And you might slip and give yourself grace if you mess up. And that's the
Yes.
thing about the resolutions. The chocolate or whatever you're giving up, like, or you don't go to the gym for 4 days, you can get back on now.
Can always hit the reset button
Hmm.
for sure. And it's so true. Our brain loves consistency.
Hmm.
Our brain loves familiarity. That's a hard word for me to say. And it's really hard for the change. So I love that analogy and that vision. That
Okay.
visual is,
Right.
I mean, now
I never forgot it.
yeah, I don't think I will. And I'm sure a lot of our listeners won't
Like
either.
when I get up at 6 a.m. to go to your class. Yeah, or the sloth. I'm like, oh, I'm just going to the forest. Driving mad because I'd much rather stay in bed.
Which, okay, so this lends into another part that I wanted to talk about is, you're driving to the studio or you're driving to the gym or, you're about to eat lunch and whatever your goal is, right? So if it's exercise or diet, so we'll take the exercise for this instance. If you're on your way there and you're
Mhm.
struggling and you're like, oh, God, I really don't want to go and blah, 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 but you're still there. One thing that always helps me is to imagine myself when I am done, whether it's after the gym, imagine how you will feel,
Mm.
or at the end of the day, imagine how you will feel if you stay in alignment with those goals and you make all of those really smart choices that are going to be, stay in alignment with the goals.
Right,
Let's just
but
say
I
that.
like that because I knew that my day's gonna get busier went on, and I could get jump on a Friday night, right?
Right, right,
So I said,
right.
"Let's do this steps,"
Yeah.
and there I was. I
Yeah.
made it.
Yeah,
It was great.
exactly. So if you are in that crossroads of starting to feel yourself fall off and for the gym purposes or working out or moving your body purposes, if you're on the couch and you're sitting there, I'm like, I'm so comfortable on the couch. I don't want to go to the gym. I don't want to go for a walk. I don't want to lift weights. I don't want to do yoga. Take a few moments. You're obviously already aware that you're making a choice not to do that.
Mhm.
But take a moment in that awareness and close your eyes and imagine your future self, whether it's right after the workout or later in the day, that if you do it, imagine how you will feel, how proud you will be of yourself,
Yeah.
right? You can imagine what you look like, what you're wearing, what you feel like, right?
Mhm.
Imagine how strong you feel or flowy if you're just going for a walk or yoga or grounded, right? Because when you can imagine that and then you make the decision from that future version of yourself to say, oh my, you know what? I will be really happy if I go to yoga. You'll make the decision to go. And then every time you do that, now you are starting to shift and change that route and
Mhm.
you're clearing the brushes and
Yeah.
all of that.
And going down
And
that path.
right,
Right.
exactly. But coming back to something that you said before, we sometimes have to just give ourselves grace. That's a huge,
Huge.
huge thing. So if you're in this moment right now, you're aware that you don't want to go, you're envisioning yourself how you're going to feel if you do go, you have to give yourself some grace and not judge yourself or even not wanting to
Not
go
going.
because your brain is literally making the decision for you. We want safety. We want familiar. We're not used to all of this. So don't do it. The brain literally thinks you're going to die. And we know it's not, right? Because we have that part of our brain that is literally meant to keep us safe. Safety is familiarity. That's it.
Mhm.
That's it.
Mhm.
It doesn't matter what it is, right? And getting up when you don't want to get up and going to the gym, have you ever seen that meme? But did you die? Right? No, right. So get up and do the thing, but I think there needs to be a level of self-compassion
Mhm.
in the non-judging, right? Have compassion for yourself. This is new. You're starting new, and you just got to give yourself a little bit of love and grace,
Right.
right? And
Yeah.
not judge yourself and not be so hard on yourselves,
Mhm.
and just meet yourself where you are, right?
Right.
I think that's super, super important. So
I love it.
I hope those kind of help, some of us that are struggling to stay on the New Year's resolutions bus,
Mhm.
right?
And it doesn't I always think that why can't you change your New Year's resolution?
Yeah,
Why not?
yeah,
Why not? So this isn't working out for me. I'm not gonna be a bodybuilder.
right, exactly. And as long as it's coming from a
Maybe
good, honest
I'm gonna
place.
try Tai Chi,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
shift it. And
I
it's
think
okay.
there's this very important part of life that a lot of us miss is just show up. Just show up
Mhm.
every day and do something for yourself every day. It doesn't have to be going to the gym and lifting all of this weight. It doesn't have to be going and, like you said, changing out your whole kitchen to eat clean or changing out all of your makeup wear or your makeup
Right.
and beauty and house products to get the house clean. It's just making small
Small
daily
changes.
changes
Mhm.
because those add up.
They do.
Yeah. So I think you have to. We have to just show up for ourselves every day, grounded, regulated, present, conscious. Give ourselves grace when we fall off because guess what? Every day is a new day. We can
Every day's a new
always
day.
reset.
That's right.
And then you just continue to show up for yourselves because you're worth it. And
I
I
love it.
I think a lot of people, part of them falling off of this New Year's resolutions is eh, yeah, and all the brain stuff that we were talking about,
Mhm.
obviously. But there is a little sense that we are not worthy of change and becoming better than we were the day before.
Mm.
That's very powerful. It's very sad because we are. We're all born worthy, right? So just giving yourself the grace and the love and showing up for yourselves because you are worth it. It's so important to do in whatever it is,
Mm.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Really good.
I know. I know. All right. What else did we want to talk about?
Well, I like to talk about different areas instead of having I actually like what you said earlier, a daily thought or daily things that you work on. And I'm always trying to make my patients healthier, right? So I kind of like that whole health approach. So I just want to talk about different aspects and see, kind of bounce it off you and see
Yeah,
what you think.
let's do it.
So we already clearly went over movement.
Yeah.
Movement is so important. I don't know if there's been some new research out there. I'm not sure if you've seen it, but they actually think that not exercising every day is worse for your body than being a smoker.
Yes, I have heard
It's
that.
wild.
Yeah, it is. It
And
is.
the impact of a 10-minute walk every day
Yeah,
is
well,
just
because
unbelievable.
it's not just the physical appearance of
No,
what working out does.
it's what's happening at the cellular level.
Exactly. And for your lymphatic system, your cardiovascular
Mhm.
system, your fascious
So
systems.
mhm,
I mean, your body is smiling from the inside out
mhm.
when it
Yeah,
moves. And it doesn't need to be crazy movement.
it doesn't
No,
a simple
just,
walk after
yes.
dinner, the anti-glycemic, basically anti-sugar effects
Mhm.
of a walk after dinner can last the entire night.
Wow.
So if you're moving that sugar and you think about our rates of diabetes, type 2 diabetes in this country is astronomical.
Yeah.
That's just so impactful. Like just 10 minutes. And I know that I'm having that effect while I'm sleeping.
Yeah.
Isn't it wild?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's wild.
But that's the thing, 10 minutes. Just go for a stroll. A stroll then turns into maybe a faster pace walk at some point.
Hmm.
Maybe it's a longer walk,
Right.
right? And you have to start somewhere. We
Yep.
all started from
I'm
somewhere.
gonna feel better.
You will.
And when you feel better, you want to do more.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's interesting that you said that because what I always find also with my clients and the people that come into the studio too. So not just only my private clients, but even the studio and other places that I teach at. I always ask them, how do you feel after you work out? Or how do you feel after you're done yoga? and check in with your body hours after, days after, and just see how you feel.
Mhm.
Because I haven't, I really haven't ever heard anybody say, "Oh, I don't feel good after it," right? Unless they push themselves too
Unless you've hurt
far,
yourself.
unless they hurt themselves,
Go
or
back at
in a hot yoga
Right.
class, they've overdone it, right? Listen, there's definitely things that they could do. But for the majority of people, when you show up honestly and you work out honestly and good for you kind of working out and not just ego based working out, your body is happier.
Mhm.
And so it's interesting to me for the people who say that, I feel so much better when I move. I feel so much better when I eat right. All of these things. So why are you self sabotaging yourself when you stop? When they stop working out and they're 6 months later back to where they were, it's like,
Well, because that brain went back down that path.
exactly, exactly.
And it's okay to mess up. You
Yeah,
just gotta go back down
exactly.
the brighter way.
And you can't beat yourself up.
You can't. You
You
can't.
can't. You
Because that
just
negative talk is not good. It
right.
is not good for your mind. It's not good for your heart.
Yeah.
No.
Right, right. The positive affirmations and stuff like
Otherwise,
that is so, so good. So,
so another big thing that I'm interested in is our environment. And I'm talking about your car, your house, and more importantly, toxins.
mm,
So I encourage everybody to try to just look at one thing. It could be as simple as your laundry detergent or maybe your floor cleaner. Start thinking about what you're putting on your floor and how it's affecting your health.
yeah,
Candles, that's a big one.
yeah.
Like endocrine disruptors. So I had a friend that messaged me the other day and asked me about what dishwashing detergent I was using. And I told them all in subs. And then she said, "Well, what is it wrapped in?" And I said, "Oh, darn it." Because I think I'm good about certain things, but then I realized, well, this looks a little plasticky. And then I read about it and read about the ingredients, and it is a synthetic product. It's a better synthetic product,
Right.
but still, who knows in the long term. But just small changes. There's a great website out there. It's the Environmental Working Group, and their app
Reshape.
is called the Healthy Living app.
Yeah.
Do not drive yourself crazy, but definitely download it and start just looking at your products one at a time. I'm not saying to throw them away because it's money
Yeah.
and it's expensive, but maybe your next purchase can be a little cleaner, a little healthier.
Yeah. I think that's a beautiful addition
That's a
to
great New Year's
our New Year's
resolution.
resolutions. Make our
Small changes
products
like that.
exactly cleaner, right? So
Right.
one thing at a time. And it's baby steps. It's really important to take baby steps because when we do anything too fast and too hard, we're really going to
Right.
fall off, right? And then it's coming back to your statistic that you said before, either 21 days, what'd you say,
The 21
2 to
days,
3
2 to 3 months
months,
for
and then
like a
9 months.
moderate and then an extreme habit, like really
Can you
smoking and
can you give some more examples of, so we know like extreme smoking, probably addiction.
it's more addiction
Yeah.
focused. Say if you have like anxiety and then you're eating afterwards, you're linking it to an emotion
Mm,
that's more advanced that probably needs some more medical help, I would
yeah.
think, or some type of therapy to get through.
Sure.
But smoking, drinking,
Community support, right?
right?
Coming back to that too.
Just
Yeah.
and in the middle of the range one, definitely exercise, movement. Those take longer. Getting soda. Soda's a huge one.
Oh,
The amount they think that every day you took all the Americans in America.
mhm. And maybe
Oh my
Americans
gosh.
everywhere else.
Perimenopause brain fart. Okay, so, so everybody has one soda a day. Now I know I don't drink
I
soda,
love you.
but it is like it's so bad for you.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
when we talk about the sugar molecule, it's beautiful under a microscope. It
Yeah.
is sharp and shiny, gorgeous. And it just goes through your body and scrapes.
Oh.
And then when it gets down to those little capillaries in your fingers and your nose and in your kidneys,
Oh.
it's scraping and causing inflammation and overturned scar tissue.
Wow.
So when you think about that, yeah, as you're drinking it, I mean, don't get me wrong, Coke every once in a while is good. I probably have 2 a year and I think it's wonderful.
Yeah,
But
I mean,
it's not
exactly. I think if you, I hate the comment everything in moderation.
Mhm.
I don't necessarily believe in that. Just 'cause there's so many things that people just say that just so that they, cover their ass, right? There's not everything in moderation, but every now and then, listen, nobody is perfect.
No one's perfect. Nope.
Nobody is
No one.
perfect. So
Right.
even like when we think we're doing something right, nobody is perfect. So let's kind of get that kind of
Yeah.
out there. But just do what you can. If you are one who drinks a lot of soda during the day, maybe you start to scale it back little
Skip
by
that.
little, right? And then maybe you get down to one a day, and that's a treat, right? So just I think being able to make some of those smaller changes and just
Mhm.
rein it back in.
Yeah,
And
I agree.
but I think I I keep saying,
Small
but
baby
I think a
steps.
lot apparently.
What was that movie, Baby Steps, Baby Steps? Do you remember that one? Oh
No.
my gosh, I should have that. But it's true, those small you can't look at your whole situation and think, "I have so many different things to change, and now I gotta take all the seed
It's
oils out,
overwhelming.
and now I gotta do this, and now I can't have dairy. Can I have dairy? Can I have beef? Does it have to be grass-fed?" It's very overwhelming.
Yeah.
So, one little change, let it go for 21 days, let's see if you can do it, you know? Make your own salad dressing.
Yeah. That's
Maybe
huge.
just it's actually really easy.
Yeah. And
But
Marie's is delicious.
when you get into that habit and then you go and you buy salad dressing, and I think to myself, "I don't like this."
Hmm.
And I
Right.
look at the ingredients and I'm like, "What is diodroxine sodium higluconate potassium, please?" I don't know if I should be eating that.
They say if
Probably
you can't
not.
say it, then
Don't eat it,
right,
so
exactly. Yeah. I mean, it's the small baby steps. I think that's another great thing. And here's the thing. I think everybody hears all of this stuff, but it's like, well, why aren't we doing it then? Right? How can we really break it down for our audience to say, okay, tomorrow I am, how am I going to show up for myself? Right. I think if we can break it down
one
by
thing,
one thing,
one
change
thing.
one thing.
Maybe you download the app,
Yeah. Yeah.
the Healthy Living,
Yeah. The EWG, right. That's
right?
exactly. Yeah.
Maybe you say, "This week, I am going to make a new recipe."
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know.
Or
Or give
show up
some
for, sign up for a class and ask a friend to go with me to hold
absolutely, that's the
accountability.
best.
Yeah.
Working out together.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Girls that work out together stay together. Who
That's
could
right.
be saying me something?
I
But
mean, I
it's
think
so
I may or
true.
may not have put that on one of our social media posts. Girls who laugh together stay together.
I'll tell you what though, when I go to the gym with my friend, we go to the sauna, we crack up laughing, we sweat. It's way more enjoyable
Sure.
than dragging myself there
I think I'm
alone.
way boring by myself. So for me to go to the gym by myself, I don't go
But
to the
that's
gym
that social
anyways.
aspect.
Yeah.
You have
I
a good heart. No heart disease for you.
no heart disease for me. But I don't go to the gym. I actually work out in my garage. Our garage is fully set with a whole gym. So sometimes I'll work out with my husband, but I do go to the yoga studio
Hmm.
to take class or when I'm teaching, right? So I still get that social aspect.
Right.
I just don't do it when I work out. But that sounds like so much fun. I might have to join you
It's
guys.
really fun.
I think I'd rather
It's
do that
fun.
than but go by myself. So accountability, right?
Accountability.
Do one small thing,
That's one
accountability,
thing.
be more conscious and aware to catch yourself as
Mhm.
you are slowly drifting off.
And then give yourself grace.
Give yourself grace
Have the
and
Coke
yeah, and then hit the reset button.
and just restart over again.
Right.
Yeah. This
Imagine
is life.
yourself when it's
We
already
are
done.
human. We are not perfect.
Right. Right. Exactly. So meet yourself where you are, give yourself the grace. We're all in this crazy world together. And again,
Happy
nobody's
Quitter's Day.
perfect.
Happy
Right.
Starter's Day. Start again.
Yes. Happy start again day. I don't like the quitter's day. I feel like that's a very negative talk.
It is.
And, it
I never
makes,
heard of that until I was reading
right.
about it.
It like reaffirms, oh, you're terrible. You're
Yeah.
bad. You're a quitter. That just seems,
It's like the
bleh.
dry January thing, and everybody makes it 2 days. I'm like, forget that.
Right. Right. Exactly. Exactly. I mean, and you can, another thing too, you can trick your brain sometimes. So for me, I love wine, right? And I know I should not be drinking wine. I know how bad alcohol is for us. So during the week, what I try to do now is I will pour water in a wine glass.
There you go.
And it just still gives me kind of that same motion.
Hmm.
And I'm drinking more water and I'm not
I
drinking
love that.
alcohol. So even just doing some mind trickery
Hmm.
could be helpful as well.
I love it.
Yeah. Yeah. So
So that's good. I hope everybody got some good tips. Are we going to end with a question?
yeah, let's do it.
Do you want to do what we learned, or we want to?
Mm. Well, I'll say what I learned. because I learned so much from you today. A lot
The
of things,
Babylonians,
the
right?
Babylonians, and like just so many things about. I had no idea that New Year's resolutions was from 4,000 years ago.
Yeah, I figured it was a silly American tradition
I did
that we
too.
invented.
Yeah, I did too. So I find that fascinating. And how about you?
Okay, you ready for this?
Yes.
Okay, so last night I was reading in a book, and I'm a big advocate of vitamin D. And the more I learn about it, the more I'm intrigued. But this research article is talking about. So we have labs, right? And we're going to say, oh, this is your normal range, but that's never optimal,
Sure.
right? That's the range of a whole generation of people from the age of birth to death, basically. So when you look at a vitamin D lab, I think it depends on what lab. If you want to be 30 or above, this article was talking about how when you get your vitamin D to 70, you don't want it to be above 100 because then you can start to have toxicity issues, which is basically diarrhea.
Okay.
But it's pretty hard to get above 100 anyway. So when you get to 70, they were seeing that it's apoptotic. Repeat that word. It's a fun word.
Apoptotic.
To tumor cells.
Oh.
And I was like, that's it. I'm getting vitamin D. Everybody go outside and sunbathing in bikinis
Yeah.
because it
Yeah.
is most of
Has
your
to be in the
body,
sun
15 minutes every day
with no sunscreen.
with no
Right.
sunscreens.
Right. I have heard that.
So, and that's hard. Even
Yeah.
living in Florida, you would be surprised at how many people have vitamin D deficiency.
Yeah.
It's shocking.
It is. It is. We can talk about vitamin D definitely another time because I
Definitely.
think
It's super interesting.
that is a very interesting
Hmm.
topic and one that I know so many people need to learn more about
Hmm.
and obviously what types and what,
Right.
how to take it to because you hear that it doesn't get absorbed when you take it with another
And that
specific
whole
supplement.
supplement world
Yeah.
is wild.
Yeah.
It's unregulated and you don't know what you're getting
Right.
in these
Exactly.
supplements.
And I think it's hard also because everybody's bodies are different. So
Hmm.
we hear that there's a supplement that's good for you and people just go rush to get it,
Right.
right?
Right.
But ah, you might not need it, right? Your levels might be good or you may not be able to absorb it or
Right.
right.
Hmm.
So I think
That's
doing
factor.
like lab testing and stuff like that
Hmm.
can, yeah. So that
Good
is
stuff.
fascinating.
That's good
Yes.
stuff.
Yes, yes, yes.
All right, everybody.
All right. So we encourage you guys to learn something new every day, keep those brains kind of moving and grooving, and stay on track with your beautiful goals and resolutions and intentions if they feel fully aligned and they're not fear based or ego based. But if they really feel like it's going to better you, stay on it.
We can always start a new one
You can
today.
really start. That's right. Right. And then it could change, it could ebb and flow throughout the year
That's
as
right.
well.
I love it.
Right. So, I mean, we didn't know we were going to do a podcast and then our goals changed late last year and here we
That's
are.
right.
And here we
We're
are.
doing it.
Yes, exactly. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for joining us for another amazing conversation. Until next time. All right. Peace out. Bye.